Now, since we are two different countries, and now, if I may ask, will you like to be married by a Sudanese girl?
No. And the guy buys me flower every Friday. Then maybe we chat once in a week. And if I'm calling him, he says not right now. So we talked last week, or we talk on Thursday.
I think the arrogant thing and everything, it is there, but to me, I think I'm different. Personally, I know myself.
Okay. Cheating. Cheating has become a common thing. For example,
as long as you are part of me or you're important to me, I don't see any reason why should I not communicate to you.
Why is it that most of the men from your country, they don't value that explaining themselves? We believe that in every relationship, communication is key.
Hello guys, this is Bushara Jabdan Alamin from Sudan and South Sudan, mark that, Sudan. So I'm here today to share some of the stories and things that happened back there in Sudan when we were one, Sudan and South Sudan. But before that, today I'm so like I just really want to understand what happened, what was the reason. Now I just really want to happen. But before I continue, I have a friend here from South Sudan, whereby she's going to introduce herself and tell us more about her. Welcome.
Thank you. Hello guys, this is Bonga Africa. I'm Jema Matekra from South Sudan.
Okay, thank you. So today we are here, we want to understand what really happened. Because back when we were one, things were easy. But now since we are two countries, things are very hard. For me personally, I'm very hurting. Because if right now I want to marry a South Sudan, okay, let's now talk about culture. Our culture in South Sudan. We used to have a sweet culture. What happened exactly?
The culture?
Yeah, the culture. Nowadays it changed completely. What really happened?
Wherever there's division, things are bound to change. So culture definitely it has changed. It has changed because we have been divided. So everyone goes their own.
So do you agree, like right now the way we are right now, our culture, the way now it has divided into two different things? Are you like agreeing with that? Are you okay with that personally? Like you, are you okay with that?
It depends
with
with the positivity that I keep. See, everything has a positive side.
Yeah.
So if I value some things in the culture that are positive, I can carry them.
But when we were one, this thing used to be sweet. Like we are family. We used to be like a family. Everything was happening in a sweet way. Like for example, you cook food from there, I cook mine. We come and share together. But nowadays, that thing can happen. As far as I know right now, Sudan and South Sudan, it's rare sana. There are few people that they are having these common things, pamoja. They can't do it right now. So are you agreeing with that thing?
It is a yes and a no at the same time.
Okay, I remember when you were one, like I can come to your place, like for example, a boy can walk very comfortably to a family of South Sudan and greet from one of the girls there, and everything was okay. Even marriage was so easy. But nowadays, things are so hard. Like right now, if I want to come to South Sudan and marry from a South Sudan girl, totally very hard. By then, we used to pay a dowry of 100, probably 50 to 100 cows. But nowadays, it's around 500. What happened exactly?
Things have changed. Yeah, as we grow and as life goes on, things are bound to change. Like for example, right now in my country, inflation is really bad, and it's making our money very useless, right? So in time, things change. So you can't tell me that the 100 cows that were there before, they can bring the value that it used to have. So but eventually,
now listen,
it has grown.
Look, personally, right now, like this thing is really hurting me, because if right now I want to marry a South Sudan girl, where am I going to get the 100 cows, like the 500 cows from? Yeah, as we know all, Sudan is it's at war right now. We don't have money. It's hard for us to get this kind of money to raise this amount of cows right now for you to get a South Sudan lady. And this kind of like we want to bring these things to go back to when we used to pay 100 cows to marry a South Sudan lady, and now it's so hard. What are we going to change? Like, how do you see this? How are we going to change this to be like to relate it to back when we used to pay 100 cows?
I don't think that you'll need to change anything. Maybe you just level up yourself as a man. Because as the community has raised a man to be like, he's the one that comes out with things, with the resources. So it's you. If you want to marry from our country, South Sudan, eventually you'll figure out how you're going to get that.
No,
money. That's cows.
Look, back you remember when you used to be one country, it wasn't an issue to pay 100 cow. But nowadays, it's a very bad thing for you to take 100 cow to family for South Sudan for you to they give you a lady. And as you all know, Sudan has war right now. We don't have money. So how would you expect me to raise this kind of amount to get a wife? So you want us to be like brothers for church or what? Because it's hard. Like right now, imagine like we want to have this kind of a bond that we used to have before, because we want to have this like I think the solution is here when we come to us together, Sudan and South Sudan, and we have this kind of like we relate things that we used to have before, or we look for a good solution whereby we're going to bring this what really made us to change from marrying a girl with 100 cows to all the way to 500 cows. The 400 cows is so many for someone to get nowadays. As we all know, what this economy is not giving out there. And how are we going to raise this amount of cows? Or what do you expect us to do as men, as Sudan, now to go have marriage to South Sudan ladies?
You settle the peace in your country because your country has resources. If you
Yes.
settle down your conflict, you're able to raise that number of cows.
But personally, for me, I can't do anything to solve that.
You can't do anything.
I'm talking about myself right now. I want to marry a South Sudan. Like, for example, now I want to marry you. Where am I going to get the 400 cows from, or the 500 cows?
I don't know. You'll have to come up with something.
Now that's whereby we need to think as the two heads together. We need to bring a solution to this. By then, we used to have this kind of this united country together. We used to come down together. We used to like share our ideas, our heritage and everything. And it used to be sweet. But nowadays, since we don't have this agreement whereby you have a must for you to pay this kind of amount of money or other cows for you to marry a Sudanese lady. Since it's hard, we have to come with this solution. So now since we are two different countries, and now if I may ask, will you like to be married by a Sudanese guy?
No.
Why?
Because most of you are Muslims.
And how do you know all of them are Muslims? Have you ever gone to any church with a Sudanese guy?
Yeah.
And how comes do you think they're Muslims? If you ever went with one to church, that means that not all of them are Muslims.
Yeah.
So how personally will you guys like to be married with a Sudanese guy?
Maybe. Yeah.
So if you want to be married to a Sudanese guy, will you allow them to pay this kind of amount of cows while they are not able?
Yes and no, depending on what the guy brings to the table, and if I really love him, and if
you really love him and you really want to be with him, and he's not able to pay that kind of amount of cows, or he's not able to bring exactly what your family asking for, how are you going to like talk to that family, or how are you going to like fight for him to get married to you?
There's always negotiation.
So
with the family.
Are you going to help with that?
Yeah, we can come and see the parents. We talk through.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, nice. So now there's another issue again for land dispute in Sudan. So nowadays we have this kind of land issues with Sudan. What do you think happened exactly with these lands? What do you think we are fighting for?
I can't really tell because I don't live in Sudan.
Yeah, but when we are together, Sudan and South Sudan.
Oh, once we were together.
Yeah, once we are together, that's what I mean here.
I believe we used to share and also build together. Like maybe you can find a South Sudanese house here and a Sudanese house here. Then during Eid, if I can remember, the Sudanese, they usually welcome the South Sudanese and eat together. Same to the South Sudanese.
But nowadays it's not the same. It has totally happened. It has totally like changed. And there's this kind of, I don't want you, because you are a South Sudanese, I don't want you to come to build a house in this land because it's for Sudan. How do you think we can break this chain of, or this kind of ideas for us to be like having this peaceful conversation of the lands between Sudan and South Sudan?
You know, every country has laws regarding the lands, right? So maybe if I'm a South Sudanese and I want to live in Sudan, I can either rent or buy land. Yeah, there are those solutions.
But before you remember, we don't even used to buy land because you can just go and build your house there. No one will come and chase you from that place. But nowadays there is. And there's other things. As we all know, Sudan and South Sudan, the soil is very rich in minerals.
Yeah.
So that's other things also that are also bringing this Sudan and South Sudan to come in fights. Yeah. So how do you see that we're gonna have this solution for this kind of land, the soil? How are we going to bring the solution for them now to not stop fighting from Sudan and Sudan because of this soil, because it has minerals?
Okay, you know that South Sudan and Sudan, they're not fighting against each other right now.
Yeah.
They're just facing different conflicts
but
within
hold on, wait. Sudan and South Sudan, they are not fighting really, but in borders they're really fighting.
In borders?
Yes.
See,
they are really.
The government can see to that.
Before we wait for the government, because we all know that governments really take time because they have to deal with their issues first, then they come to you. Before we go there, what do you think we will do as communities, like you as a South Sudanese and us as Sudanese? How do you see we will come up with a solution to solve this, and we stop waiting for the government, because it will really take time?
You know, if you say we stop waiting for the government, and really it's the government that is involved in those conflicts. So what are we going to do as the people? Maybe we can just create awareness and spread more love and also educate the people, because most of them, they are illiterate. Yeah, that's why. Okay,
guys, now I think we need to talk about this. Love. You've mentioned something about love. So I remember we used to have this kind of this bond. Sudan and South Sudan, we used to have the same culture for dancing, for this food. So I remember we used to have this kind of food, like examples of food, like kisira, okra, nakulushunu, zebulon, bamia, like dances, different type of dances like kirang, hajat katir, tulikuwa tunafanya as Sudanese and South Sudanese. That's back there. But now things are totally different. And now you mentioned something about love. How are we going to bring this kind of love that we used to have before now to be like within two of us, the countries now, like Sudan and South Sudan? How are we going to bring this kind of bond together now? How are we going to do that?
So when it comes to food, I guess we still have the bamia, the kisra, we still have them. Most of them we still have. And also dances, I'm not sure. I don't remember much about what we used to do as a dancing together, but we still have that culture of dancing.
No. Okay, we used to have them, but nowadays it's different. It's totally divided. South Sudan, they have their own, and Sudan, they have their own. But when we are together, Sudan and South Sudan, we used to have this kind of together. All of these things used to happen at the same time. As when you have a certain celebration, no one was left out. Sudan and South Sudan, we used to really mixed up. We used to like enjoy this heritage together. But nowadays it's totally different. How are we going to bring these things to be like together again?
I believe we can do that through social media. For example, we know if you know a South Sudanese and I know a Sudanese, we can come together and do different things online. And seeing others seeing somewhere, they'll do the same, regardless of their country where they come from. Yeah, so that we can basically share it, what we know, what we value, as we are one together.
Okay, so nowadays, Sudan and South Sudan, they have this disagreement of why are you cooking the same food that we used to have? Like we are fighting over food. Imagine. Now, but before we don't. I don't think there was an issue for that. But nowadays, if for example, I cook kisra and South Sudan cook kisra, that's like Sudan and South Sudan kisra. And when we sit together and eat, we can there's this kind of kisra da mamul be Sudan. Da Sudan ya amal kisra da. And South Sudan they amal kisra da. Kisra bta Sudan gay kul layin. Bta South Sudan nashif. What really happened? Like there's this kind like we are trying here to like say this is not good. This is not the perfect food that we used to eat before, and this is now the original one. This kind of mentality for these people, we want to break them. How do you think we can do?
I guess you can just value our differences and also embrace them to create a.
You personally, do you agree with that? Like, do you allow for like food for South Sudan to be like saying it's no good for South Sudan to be the one that's good?
No, I can't say that because then, food is food.
Yes, now food is food, yes. But now, in this situation here, we want to break this mentality for like food for South Sudan. It's not really that good. And for Sudan, it's good. Now we don't want, but, and remember, before, there were nothing like that. Food are food. We used to share everything and it used to be good. Nowadays, things really happen. What do you think happened exactly?
Differences and also grief of the lost ones, those who died between us. And also maybe we can just embrace love, be more loving, and spread that love. And also we should not judge one another. For example, if I cook for you South Sudanese food, you can just eat it and you tell me thank you, because you can value what I did, the stress I went to make that food, where I got it from, the resources that I've gathered. Yeah. Okay.
I asked you too much questions. Now I think I would like you also as a South Sudanese. Yes, of course, we have explained about the things that are really happening within us as Sudanese and South Sudanese, and we really found it that's something that we really need to change. Now, I want to give you this chance as a girl to ask me anything you feel like asking. As really? Me as a man, yes, as me as a man from Sudan. Now you as a lady from South Sudan, ask me anything you feel like asking me. Welcome.
Okay, thank you. Why are men from Sudan very proud? Like they're too proud.
Okay, I think that I really need to explain it in Arabic so that at least الرجال كل اللي بتاع السودان وساوث السودان اسمعوا الكلام ده. Information ده جاي لكم to specific as men. She's saying that why are we so proud about ourselves? نحن as رجال انت as راجل انت ما المفروض تكون انت زول انت ما قادر لنفسك انت كون راجل يعني اي محل انت بتمشي فوقه ده انت خليك تكون زول بريزنتابل زول عندك قوه زول قاعد تعمل حاجه بتاع الناس الرجاله كده يعني حاجه ده اتليست يوريك طبعا انت الراجل زول قادر يعمل حاجه as men. You know, as men, as Africa, we say that man should always be strong. Like always.
No, I don't think you're getting me. You're proud in the essence that you, like, when it comes to things that you are expected to do. Let's say I'm your girlfriend, right? You're too proud in that. You make me feel like something like expected to be at a certain level to meet your expectation, and then you don't admit your mistakes.
Okay, I will explain this in a few words. As men, as Sudanese men, we're always proud because they say black is beautiful. It's beauty.
No, I don't think you're getting my question.
What are you trying to imply here? Yes, I'm trying to understand this.
Okay, think of it in terms of relationship.
Now, that's what I'm heading there. It's easy this way. When I say men from Sudan and South Sudan I agree also from South Sudan, they are tall and handsome and blah, blah. But now, I would like to say this. If I'm a man, I'm worthy of this kind of thing. I have this kind of maybe mansions. I'm wealthy somehow, and yet you are as a lady.
No, even the less wealthy, they're still proud.
Yes,
Those
because
who have nothing.
yes,
That kind of arrogance.
yes, that's how we are.
Why do you need to have that arrogance?
That's how we are as Sudanese.
No.
Look, listen, it's clear. Let me now. I think the arrogant thing and everything, it is there, but to me, I think I'm different. Personally, I know myself.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw them through other people, but somehow to me, it has never affected me.
So you don't have them?
Nah.
Okay,
Personally, I'm okay.
I get you.
Yes.
Okay, to the next question.
All right, go ahead, please.
Okay, lack of communication. We believe that in every relationship, communication is key.
Yeah.
But let's say we have, again, for example, we are in a relationship. Okay, communication is not there. Like maybe chatting, it's one way, like in a one-way relationship, one-sided.
Yeah.
So why is it that most of the men from your country, they don't value that explaining themselves,
We always communicate, but now it depends also. As for me, I would say, as long as you are part of me or you are important to me, I don't see any reason why should I not communicate to you. That's to me. But now, as other people, I don't know. What do you mean exactly?
Okay, I mean it by this. Okay, let's say a relationship. Then the guy buys me flower every Friday. Then maybe we chat once in a week. And if I'm calling him, he says not right now. So we talked last week, or we talk on Thursday, and that is Saturday night.
Okay.
So there's not that communication. Then if I ask, can't we talk?
Okay. What if that time you are trying to reach to me so badly, and maybe I was talking to my mom, or I was talking to my family somewhere else, and you just get mad?
Or if you tell me and let me know, I'll understand.
And now, if you don't want to give me that chance for me to explain, or for me to say I was busy with doing this and that, you're just jumping into
me calling, I'm giving you that chance already.
Yes, you are giving me. Yes, I understand. But now I can't cut my mom's call to talk to you. She's also important.
But after the missed call, you can always let me know.
Yes.
Not take 2 days again.
Okay, those who take 2 days, 3 days, I don't know. Okay. But personally, I can't do that. Okay. I'm a man. I'm a gentleman.
Okay.
I respect ladies, and I respect what is mine.
Okay. The next question.
Yeah.
Cheating. Cheating has become a common thing. For example, why do people cheat, or why do some men from Sudan cheat?
Before I answer anything, you've said already it's common. Not to Sudan, not to South Sudan, but whole worldwide. Even in the Bible, the cheating was there. Remember this?
In the Bible?
Yes. I can give you a good example of Samson. How many, not Samson exactly, but Solomon.
But he never cheated?
He was never cheated, but
he married.
He married, yes. But also there were other people who were cheating.
Okay, at that time, a king, obviously a king will have some,
Cheating is common, as the way you've said. Nowadays, cheating is just obvious thing. All right, I would say thank you for coming us and we discussed about the important issues, important things that are really hurting us in our Sudan. And you really explain. Though your questions were a bit challenging, but I really enjoyed them. So I would like to say, if there's anything that you would like to inspire people out there with, please, you can please tell them something.
I'll just say, okay, be yourself, and also believe in God. You'll go far. And also be resilient on what you do and focus on what you want to be. Thank you.
All right. I will say also thank you. So, okay, us as men, I will say that we really heard everything that we are supposed to change here, us as men. So, we need to change our behaviors, our cultures, the way we communicate with our ladies, the way we believe in our gods, and other things, us as men. So, here, that's where Bonga Africa always come, bump in, and we do this in order to change Africa in general. This is Bonga Africa. whereby we come in to bring story in our own terms. Now listen to this. Africa, Bonga Africa, come in to change this kind of mentality for men, the way she was saying here before, like men, they used to cheat. Us as men, what do we need to do for us to change out there? Us as men, what do you need to change for us to to make our family to be proud of us? What do you need to change for us as men? This is Bonga Africa, whereby we come in to share a story in our own terms, but not necessarily in our own terms, but also in our communities. Us as men, we have a lot of things to change. Not just as men, but as all, men and women. But we have a lot of things that we need to change for us to bring this having this good family within us. You know, you can't just be someone useless and you expect your wife to be someone good. She can't even support you. She can't even listen to you. Us as men, we need to change. Listen, Bonga Africa target these kind of stories. We go inside the villages. We target different kinds of communities. We share different type of stories and consideration to those people who are not able to go in and who are not able to experience those things, who are not able to open up to other people for them to change the whole thing that always happen out there. Bonga Africa, whereby we come in to help men and women to come up with this solution for them to come to make a good family in future. Thank you. This is Bonga Africa, and my name is Bushara Jabdan Alamin from Sudan. You can find me in TikTok as Bushara Jabdan Alamin. You can find me in Facebook at Bushara Alamin. You can find me also in YouTube as Bonga Africa. That's where I'm located. Thank you. Thank you. Bonga Africa.